Have you ever wondered why your heart skips a beat when someone specific enters the room? It feels like magic, but psychology suggests there is a much deeper structure at play. Scientists have spent decades trying to decode the enigma of human connection. Is it just chemicals? Or is there a soul-level map we follow? Today, we are peeling back the layers of the heart. Stay with me as we explore why we love the way we do. Welcome back to our journey into the human mind and its complex patterns. In this episode, we will uncover the 3 pillars of lasting relationships. We will look at how your childhood influences your adult partner choices. You will gain a new perspective on your own romantic history. This is about more than just feelings. It is about understanding yourself. Let's dive into the fascinating psychological view of love together. We start with Sternberg's triangular theory of love, a cornerstone of psychological study. This model suggests that love is composed of 3 distinct components. First, there is intimacy, which involves feelings of closeness and bonding. Second, there is passion, the physical attraction and sexual consummation. Finally, there is commitment, the decision to maintain that love over time. Understanding these can change how you view your current bond entirely. Next, we must discuss the powerful influence of attachment theory. Our early interactions with caregivers create a blueprint for our adult lives. If you felt safe as a child, you likely have a secure attachment style. This allows you to trust and be vulnerable without constant fear. However, many of us carry anxious or avoidant patterns into our relationships. Recognizing your style is the first step toward healing and true connection. Let's talk about the biological cocktail that fuels the feeling of falling in love. When you first meet someone special, your brain releases a flood of dopamine. This neurotransmitter is responsible for that intense rush of pleasure and excitement. It is the same chemical released when we experience a sudden reward. This explains why the early stages of romance feel so incredibly addictive. It is a natural high that keeps us coming back for more. But dopamine isn't the only player in the game of the human heart. As a relationship matures, oxytocin begins to take the lead role. Often called the cuddle hormone, it fosters trust and long-term bonding. This chemical is released through physical touch and shared intimate moments. It creates the stable foundation needed for a partnership to survive the test of time. While dopamine provides the spark, oxytocin provides the lasting warmth. Have you heard of the misattribution of arousal in psychological studies? Sometimes our brains confuse physical stress for romantic attraction. If you meet someone in a high adrenaline situation, you might feel a stronger bond. The racing heart and sweaty palms are interpreted by the mind as love. This is why adventure dates are often so successful for new couples. Our environment plays a massive role in how we perceive our feelings. Proximity is another subtle but powerful factor in why we fall in love. The mere exposure effect suggests we grow fond of people we see often. Familiarity breeds comfort, and comfort often leads to deep emotional attraction. This is why many people find love in the workplace or at school. Being in someone's physical space creates a sense of safety and predictability. Love often grows in the soil of the everyday and the ordinary. Similarity also plays a crucial role in the psychology of lasting connection. While people say opposites attract, research often points to the opposite conclusion. We are drawn to people who share our values, interests, and backgrounds. This shared reality makes communication easier and reduces conflict in the long run. Having a partner who mirrors your worldview provides a sense of validation. It is comforting to be understood by someone who thinks like you. Let's look at the concept of the Michelangelo phenomenon in close relationships. This suggests that partners sculpt each other into their ideal selves over time. A supportive partner encourages your growth and helps you reach your full potential. They see the statue inside the block of marble and help bring it out. This mutual support system is a hallmark of a healthy psychological bond. It turns a relationship into a transformative journey for both people involved. Conflict is not necessarily a sign that a relationship is failing. Psychology teaches us that how we argue matters more than how often we do. Healthy couples focus on problem solving rather than personal attacks or blame. They use I statements to express their needs without making the other feel judged. Effective communication is a skill that can be developed through practice and patience. It is the bridge that carries a couple through difficult emotional seasons. Self-love is the silent foundation of every successful romantic relationship. If you do not value yourself, you may struggle to accept love from others. Psychology shows that our self-esteem directly impacts how we perceive our partner's actions. Low self-esteem can lead to jealousy, insecurity, and a need for constant validation. By working on yourself, you become a better partner for someone else. True connection begins with a healthy relationship with the person in the mirror. The concept of love languages by Dr. Gary Chapman is also deeply psychological. We all have unique ways of expressing and receiving affection and care. Some prefer words of affirmation, while others value acts of service or gifts. Knowing your partner's primary language can prevent many common misunderstandings. It allows you to fill their emotional tank in the way they need most. Love is not just a feeling, but a conscious effort to communicate. Forgiveness is a vital psychological tool for maintaining a long-term bond. No partner is perfect, and mistakes are an inevitable part of being human. Holding on to grudges creates a toxic environment that erodes trust and intimacy. Forgiveness does not mean condoning bad behavior, but letting go of the resentment. It allows the relationship to move forward instead of being stuck in the past. It is an act of grace that heals both the giver and the receiver. The power of shared laughter should never be underestimated in a relationship. Humor reduces stress and creates a unique bond between two people. When you laugh together, you are releasing tension and building positive associations. It acts as a buffer against the challenges and pressures of daily life. Couples who play together often find it easier to stay together through trials. Joy is a vital nutrient for a healthy and thriving psychological connection. Vulnerability is the gateway to the deepest levels of human intimacy. It requires the courage to show your true self, including your many flaws. Psychology shows that being vulnerable creates a safe space for your partner too. When we hide our true feelings, we create walls that prevent real connection. Opening up is scary, but it is the only way to be truly known. In the space of vulnerability, love finds its most profound expression. Love is often described as a journey rather than a final destination. It evolves, changes, and matures as both partners grow older together. The fiery passion of the early days may transition into a deep, quiet respect. This evolution is natural and should be embraced rather than feared. Every stage of life brings new challenges and new opportunities for connection. Understanding this helps us stay committed, even when the road gets difficult. In the end, love is a beautiful combination of biology, history, and choice. By understanding the psychology behind it, we can build stronger, healthier bonds. Remember that every connection is an opportunity to learn more about yourself. Treat your relationships with the care, patience, and the respect they deserve. Thank you for exploring the depths of the human heart with me today. May your journey toward understanding love be filled with light and wisdom.